Pokemon Light Platinum first came out in 2008, and it paved the road for the standards of current ROM hacking. It had a custom tile set, newer generation Pokemon, new moves, and a new region. Oh wait, that's right, and 2 new regions. With a new land to explore, it's time to begin a whole new experience. The game starts in the middle of space, watching Arceus fight off the Creation Trio. Wait, what? It was just a dream. Anyways, the game really begins in the Ziri region, where the Professor and Champion need our help. So we catch an Uber to Central City to assist, and the game has Ash in it. We read the scripture, destroy it, and then before heading back to our town, the Professor is attacked and needs our help. This is, of course, the most important decision of the game, our starter choice. We can pick between the Kanto starters, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle.
Now look, I think I'm going to pick... I never picked Bulbasaur, so I'm going to show some love to Bulbasaur. I'm going to pick Bulbasaur. Just because I never show love for Bulbasaur. Nobody ever picks Bulbasaur. So I'm going to pick Bulbasaur.
Bro, do you see the shirt I changed into?
Oh, no.
With us at a crossroads as to who picks Bulba, Maz caves and goes with Charmander. We save the Professor easily, get through some peak writing.
Well, Professor, this time you were lucky, but next time I'll kidnap you. What?
I don't think that's how you kidnap people. And head home. Once we begin to head up the first route, I realize my big mistake. Bulbasaur is literally the worst for Light Platinum early game. The first trainer has 2 Caterpie and 2 Venipede. I think you guys know where this is going. A lot of bug types later, we get to Central City, find some items, and find a Pichu cutout. We went off to the route on the right and find Professor Oak and Kenta, one of our rivals, along with some Feebas, so my ass caught one. After that, we encounter Diamond, another one of our rivals, with a drowning Pichu. We save it and are rewarded with the chance to capture it, and I finally have one of my beloved dogs. Oh, and we battled Diamond, but like, he gets washed. We get a few more steps in and find yet another rival in the trainer Red, and we pray to Linoon that this is it for rivals. Then, right before the forest, we run into the In-Horse City gym leader, Jessica, who clears the path for us to get into the forest. That has more bug types. Yay. A bunch of speed up later, we make it to Kenta inside the forest, but I make it there so much faster than Shamazel, so there was only really one thing we could do. We got that Squirtle going. Let's do our daily Squirtle. What do we want to start with? Infernape. It's just like the best one to start with. Bam. Okay, so it's fighting type, gen lower, Machop. Or Machoke. Boom.
I'm here.
Higher gen 2 or 3, fighting type, Makuhita. Gen 2, so it's Tyrogue. Him on top. There we go, boys. We got it. We got that Squirtle done. Back to the game. With that small side quest done, we head back in to battle our boy, but he didn't really put up much of a fight. We make it to the city and... Mazel and Evan, look, the Combi here invaded In-Horse City and practically shut it down. See for yourself. Bro, why are you panning so slow? Look at them Combis. They took over the fucking town.
Huh.
I hope they don't expect me, an Ivysaur person.
Oh my god! Imagine battling all of your fun.
If we have to fight Combis.
I think so.
You think we're gonna have to kill them? And I'm stuck here with
Everywhere.
a fucking Ivysaur.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Thank God I got Charmander.
I hate you. Luckily, we didn't have to take out all the Combi, but instead needed to go back into the heart of the forest where they came from. This was still a bit of a pain for me because I didn't have a literal fire dino. In the woods, we find a Team Steam admin, Sheila, who completely counterpicked the gym leader, so we have to take her out. And I don't mean on a date, I mean her Pokemon. Though, like, if she asked me to, though, like, I mean... Of her 4 Pokemon, she leads with a Drifloon, then sends in her big tank of a Mon, Drifblim. Before the first gym, we take it out with Leech Seed and Poison, and the rest of her team was a cakewalk with a Duskull and a Poochyena. We get Team Steam to buzz off. Get it? Like Combees, but like buzz off, cause like buzz, cause B. And head out to take on the first gym leader. We get to the gym and immediately get challenged by Red before walking in. Anyways, we make it to the gym leader, and I get through using a gift Growlithe that I got a little earlier in the game, and our favorite Leech Seed Poison strats. She grants us the ability to use Cut, and we move out, but before that, she gives us a TM. Not just any TM though, TM06. And for any avid move user, they know that TM06 is toxic. And what could be a better Pokemon to give that move to than our little Lotus? We exit the town and are gifted with the ability to run, thank Linoon. And while going through the new route that we unlocked, we meet another 2 rivals. This time, they're Lunac and Solana, who are normally the main characters from the Pokemon Ranger games, but in this game, they're just normal trainers. We battle Lunac, take his cash, and get out of there. I then run into the first big obstacle in our path. I don't have anything for Cut. I hear you guys saying, you could like totally just teach it to your Bulba. But no, that's my baby boy, and he will not HM. So I scour the region that we've been to so far to find a Bidoof, our resident HM friend. We get back to the tree, cut it, and head out to the ranch, and we even get a Miltank for free. Oh, and Kenta's back again, and he kind of sweeps my team, so we get sent back to Inhor City. But we come back with a vengeance and beat his team. But we missed some honey and have to go back again to grab it. We get the honey to wake up the Snorlax and try to catch it, but I don't manage to capture him. We get past all of the trainers from the route and run towards the safe haven of the town, the Pokemon Center. But we get stopped in our tracks by Solana, who's right outside of the door. Luckily, we get past her team and are allowed to go inside to heal. We leave the town, get jumped by Diamond, beat him up, and get to Emerald City, where Team Steam is up to their shenanigans again. This time it seems a little bit more serious though, as they're trying to find the blue and red orbs. You know, the things that can control Kyogre and Groudon. With that, we end up meeting up with Ash and Red to save the city from the Steam. We use a Steam uniform to break past their guard and take on a lot more Team Steam members, like a lot of them. But we manage to take them all out and make it to the admins. We take Sheila out again, and she lets out the names of the other admins, Terra and Marina. With Team Steam gone, we meet the gym leader, Esmeralda, head over to her gym, and find out that her type is grass. This is where my boy Growlithe comes through for me, and Maz just kinda sweeps with his Charmeleon, who evolved into a Zard by the end of the fight. Once we get through the gym, we head out to the next route, where we need to take a boat to cross the route.
Man, you seem broke over there.
Yeah, but I still get to go on the luxury cruise line. Oh my god, this shit! What was that? We get to yet another small area, the town of Brambach, where I find my next team member, a small little adorable Larvitar. Oh hey, look, another rival battle. Yay. Oh, and another route, but this one comes with a beach, so I guess that's nice. We get through and make it to Seanport City. Honestly, one of my favorite cities in the game. It's great. It has a lighthouse, and a gym, and a balloon in the middle of town with the gym leader Lucas. And wait, is that Steven Stone? Like the champion? They take us and fly off to Imatari Island to stop another Team Steam incident, and we run into a small problem. We can't go back. But more importantly, there's nowhere to heal here. But there's one other problem. Team Steam go to use the red orb and the blue orb. Now on a timer, we fight through the rest of the grunts and make it up to the altar. And then after not being able to use healing the whole time, we get rewarded with a battle with the admins. This is the point where my fella Venusaur shows his glamour against the Zard. We both manage to get through the fight, and Kyogre and Groudon start fighting, only to be brought to a halt by Arceus. Arceus? Someone in the comments please help me. What is the correct pronunciation? After that, Maz and I woke up after 3 whole days of sleep. Heading off to the gym, we find out that the leader hasn't shown up to work, but is at the lighthouse. We get up to the battleship guider and get the leader to do his damn job. Oh, and while waiting for Maz to catch up, I play a little bit of Pokemon Pinball. We get to the gym, do a bunch more battles, I play more pinball, and then we take on the man with the Kingdra. We get the C badge easily, and see our way out of town. Get it like C, like the C badge, but like C as in like vision, as in like... Going through the next route, we find a man with 2 Duskulls. We find out his name is Thomas, and he lives over in Dardusk Town. I get around a few trainers, and then who would have thunk it? It's a rival battle. Kenta challenges us, but at this point, he really just needs to stop. Then, Maz says a really cursed statement to do.
You know what we'll do? I'm gonna let it evolve to a Pikachu.
What?
Huh? Yep, I said it.
The fuck you just say to me?
I'm gonna let it evolve to a Pikachu.
No. What? What's wrong? Oh god. What did you just... Mazel! Did you just evolve?
I had it on speed! I had the thing on... Look.
2 hours of grinding, 1 disappointing Evo, and a route later, we make it to Dardusk. This city had amazing sprite art for the Gengar statues, but more importantly, the 4th gym was here. Skipping over that for now, Maz went down to the route below and finds his Ghastly for his mascot Gengar. We head back to the gym and make it through some underleveled trainers and find out, to no one's surprise, Thomas is the gym leader. We get through using our Murkrow and Lapras, while Maz takes a small bit longer, but he didn't pose a big threat to Maz's team either. We get the creatively named Ghost Badge, and now we can use Strength. I look around a bit to see where we have to go and find Guardian Tower, and something told me that we should head in there. It could have been the 3 signs. Either way, we go to enter and run into Lance, the Dragon Tamer. He showed up because Team Steam is trying to steal a relic to learn more about the legendaries. This is where we get to see a good amount of the same floor layout, again and again. And while getting through the looping tower, I accidentally closed the game and had to spend like 15 minutes getting back up there. But finally, we made it to the admin Sheila, yet again, with her 1 underleveled Drifblim. We got all the way to the top where Lance tells us to stop Team Steam from capturing Lugia. And, even better, where we get our first taste of Maz's girl voice. Okay, Maz, you gonna hit this? You got this.
What? Is this a girl or a boy?
I think it's a girl.
I can't.
You got this, I believe in you.
I can't. I really can't.
Maz, I believe in you. You got this.
Well, little kid, you must be the one who's been disrupting Team Steam's plans. I'll put a stop to that when I beat you to a pulp in front of your friend.
Shut up! Quit laughing!
Caitlyn sends out an actual good team, but we prevail and get to hear Maz speak as Caitlyn again. Ho comes through the door like, "Where's my rent?" And the two begin to clash. Arceus shows up to set things straight. Lance takes us back to the Pokemon Center, and all's good, I guess. We head back down towards the route below. Our Murkrow evolves, and we riz up a girl looking for a boyfriend. Going down a little further is Dardusk Woods, and would you believe it or not, there was another rival battle, this time against Solana. We take her out and get over to a bridge with a Bagon. Now, if you know anything about Bagon's dex entries, it tells you that he's planning on jumping, but he seems to just be longing for it and heads over to Red. And would you believe it or not, there was another rival battle against Red. We take him out, get it, I'm reusing dialogue like they reuse battles, and get to Enemy Town, like enemy but with an R. We find strength in a house. Wait, sorry, just house. We get Riolu and find someone who looks like a very important character. So I decide to go to a different place and I end up getting Kenta'd. We beat him again and he warns us about the lava fields in the cave. The important looking character hands us an HM for Lava Surf. I don't really remember that HM ever, but sure. I catch a Torkoal that I name after our mod and editor, Lithic, and he becomes our Lava Surfing Mon. And our Rock Smash user, and our Strength user. We find a path of lava, and we get to surf across it, which just feels so wrong. The cave continues, and I run into more dialogue with a man who has white hair. They ask us if we're a trainer, and I answer with a swift no, while Muzz gets trapped in more dialogue because he said yes. We continue through the cave area, and I run into a huge problem. My PP is too low, and I'm running out of moves to use. I get reminded by chat that I have some PP up, and I use them for a few more moves, but get ambushed by one of our 17 rivals, Diamond, and I get completely wiped out. Oh, and I didn't heal once we got to the new town, so that was great. Maz passes where I died and gets to the desert that's right after the cave before the next town. This desert also had 6 required fights to get through before meeting up with Professor Jasmine. She flatters us and then states that she found a second tablet that leads to why the legendaries are fighting among themselves. We get through her talking, and we finally make it to Gromet City, within the land of sand, where we find a Pokemon Center. Our salvation. Oh, don't touch me.
I just bobbed the weaver. We're in the city!
We're in the city!
Finally! Oh!
Holy shit, we're here!
Oh my Jesus.
House! It feels so good to be back. Following the normal process, we head over to the gym, but the leader isn't here. The guy gives us a museum ticket instead, and to no one's surprise, the museum is filled with a bunch of Team Steam grunts. Actually, it was only 3, but whatever. We get towards Sheila, and to our surprise, she has more than a Drifblim this time. She also had a Braviary, which were quickly taken care of. This time, there's another admin that we have to fight right after, Shirley, who has an Umbreon that's built to stall. Luckily, with our Venusaur, we surely don't need to worry about her. The next Mon was an Espeon, which was also easily taken out by Lotus. This gets Shirley to tell us Team Steam, that's a new one. Team Steam's goals. 1, to get balance between all types of Pokemon, and 2, to have the legendaries so they can rule the world. I'm no mathologist, but I don't think that adds up. But we don't have much time to think about it because we have to fight this team leader. Never mind, they're just leaving. We then head through a cave that we thought led to the gym leader, but we went the wrong way, and we have to head back. Finally, we get to the mines, and surprise! Even more battles. We get to the gym leader, and... This me? I don't know, it seems like it's a female character.
Hey! Are you crazy? Get out of here right now! It's about to explode!
After the leader, Atlas, almost blows us up, he finally heads back to the gym. This gym had a bit of holy ground, so we fall in and have a battle to get through. Getting past the holes was easy once we knew about him, and we make it to Atlas. He has 5 Mons, and they fall to Lapras and Lotus. But Maz had a little bit more trouble, having his Haunter go down to the Camerupt, his Kadabra down to Crocodile, Lapras going down to Excadrill, and the Lizard going down to Rampardos. Though, he does eventually make it out with Evan the Raichu. This gets us the Earth Badge, but much more exciting, he gave us TM26. And any avid Pokemon fan knows TM26 contains Earthquake. And Maz puts it onto his Snorlax. With the gym out of the way, we head back to the cave that we accidentally went in earlier and run into Steven frickin' Stone fighting Terra, one of the Team Steam leaders, where she absolutely should have bodied this Metagross with Earthquake, but somehow her Steelix loses to Psychic. The police take her, and then Steven heads out after gifting us Surf. We use Surf to get to the route on the other side of the cave, and get to fight a whole bunch of trainers. Oh, and we have to fight Red, but he's easily taken out, or at least Maz had to take him out. Apparently there were multiple paths, and I took one that made me take out Lunac instead. Neat. In the town, the police were having a standoff with Team Steam, and Steam flies away to go save the world. We get up to Serenity City, and to absolutely no one's surprise, the leader was off duty, so we head off to find Rainer. Before heading over to find the man, I had a realization. We never got a town map, so after this gym, we would finally see the whole region, so that's a thing, I guess. The power plant was where we needed to be, so we head in, and wow, look, Steam Team fellas are here. Oh, wait, no, the scientists are just crazy, I guess. He happened to have just finished getting the power running, and can make it back to the gym. We get there, Muzz gets through the fight with Ice Beam from Lapras, and Lithic took out him on. With that, we get the energy badge, and can finally use Fly. We also get gifted TM24, Thunderbolt. Then, the normal stuff happens, Root, Mount Ice Storm, Maz gets stuck on ice puzzles, and we get a lucky egg. Oh, and we found something else. Ah! Maz?
What?
Maz?
What?
I'm scared of what's here right now. We talk to Cynthia and find out that Kratos, another one of Team Steam's leaders, is trying to catch the black and white legendaries. We reach the summit where Cynthia is fighting while Kratos is about to catch Zekrom and Reshiram. But before that, he decides to crush us with his nice Houndoom, Umbreon, Salamence, and Flygon. I beat it while Maz loses to the team and has to grab some items. I'm gonna keep it a buck, YouTube. It says intermission thing here, but I don't know what it is. Go get some like snacks or something, make sure you're hydrated, and then come back to the video. Maz makes it back, and he mops the floor with Kratos. Reshiram and Zekrom start fighting, and well... Jesus Christ.
Oh, he goes again.
Arcus shows up and tells the kid to knock it off while Kratos has a breakdown. I kid you not, 2 turns later, and we run into Kenta, who really just needs to stop. And the cave connects to another route. Yay. Maz dies to a T-Tar and has to run all the way back through the cave. Wait, a Tyranitar. What trainer would have... Oh, it's Diamond for a rival fight. At least there's another city that we can run into after the fight. But, we never grabbed Fly from the last city. So I strategically unalive to get back to the previous city and go into the random house that has Fly, so that we can get straight back to Snow City. Oh, and we can run on the roof, so that's a thing. We get over to the gym, but you know the drill by now. This time, there's nothing telling us where to go. Like, at all. While looking for the leader, Maz runs into Solana, who has decided that she's done exploring the world and wants one last battle. That's 1 rival down for the count, only 82 to go. We go into the house aptly titled House and receive Dive. The problem that we had wasn't solved though. We still had no idea where the gym leader was. So I buckled and checked a walkthrough to see that she went back to Mount Ice Storm. Off we go to do that, I guess. We backtrack through the cave and find her back at the beginning and get Sophia to leave for the gym. I wouldn't really make a big deal out of this if it wasn't so stupid. Sophia doesn't go back to the gym. She leaves to the back of the cave instead. Then, when we talk to her, she laughs in our faces and says that she'll actually go back now. After all of that, we have to fight Red in front of the gym to rub salt in the wounds. I win and run over another patch of wrongly coated ground before healing up. We get to Sophia and rain down vengeance for the stunt that she pulled getting here. We take the Glacier badge by force and steal her Ice Beam TM before heading out of the town. Before the authorities find us, we go to the next route and run into the champion, who alerts us that the Pokemon Society has found Team Steam's base. She tells us to go towards the next city, Drake Breath, and we get over there quick. At the base, Kratos and this new guy Percy are giving a speech about enforcing peace. We sneak in using the Team Steam outfit that we got a long time ago, so we hop right in. Time to see the trainer list for the base. So that you know what we're in for, Maz. Let's zoom in on the trainers here that we're going to be fighting in the Team Steam headquarters.
Oh my lord.
You ready?
Yeah.
So this first trainer has that Glameow and then 2 Peruglies. Take a guess what the second trainer has.
I would have no clue.
You're right. 1 Glameow and 2 Perugly. Who gives the same amount of money. Guess what the next trainer has?
The same Pokemon.
The same thing. Guess what the next trainer has?
The same thing.
Guess what the next trainer has?
The same thing.
Guess what the next one has?
The same.
Yeah, that's right. Another one. Guess what the next trainer has, though?
The same thing.
The same thing.
What the hell?
Guess what the next one has, though? Trust me, Moz. Guess what this one has?
The Glamio.
A Magmortar, Quagsire, and Espeon.
Oh.
How would you think that they would reuse the same team again, bro? That's just lazy, and they wouldn't do that. 67 Perugly later, we get to the team admins, who are light work, and get to the leaders, Percy and Kratos. They then reveal that they plan to clone Arceus, 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 however it's said, and use the llama to instill a regimen of fear where peace will finally reign. I'm not trying to say it's a bad plan, but I'm sorry, what? Oh, and they just kind of left the Master Ball inside of a tree in their base. With the whole world at stake now, we head to Drake Breath, but find out that we have to talk to the professor. We tell her about the scripture that we found, and she begins the lore dump. She speaks about the llama being born, being lonely, creating legendaries, creating more, and talks about how Team Steam is creating chaos to capture Arceus. Finally, we were able to escape the lab and the lore dump and get back to Drake Breath to get to Mount Dracen. Percy is sitting, waiting for us to actually defeat us this time, but we end up taking him out instead. This is also where we see that we are severely underleveled. So, we head to the summit where the champion, Ash, and Wesley, the last gym leader, are. But before we got there, everyone already lost. With that, Arceus is attacked by Palkia, Giratina, and Dialga at the same time, leading to one of the greatest scenes in the whole game. Dial. Get! It's so fucking stupid. Dial. Punk! God damn it, they do it a third time. Gear! Dial. Bro, why can't Arceus just get taken out? Punk! Gear! Percy then just walks up to God, throws a normal Pokeball to catch him. Arceus breaks out, probably because it's a normal Pokeball, and he's pissed. Anyways, Giratina gets sent back to the Shadow Realm, taking Zero and ourselves with him. We go through a few portals and find Zero, who said he didn't want to fight us, thinks about it, and then changes his mind immediately. We start to fight him, see his levels, but he doesn't pick the right moves. Once we beat him, Zero heads off to find Giratina. Honestly, I have no idea how Zero missed it because it was right there. Quick reminder that you were Giratina.
Oh, yeah! We're not gonna start this again.
Giratina seems able to be caught, so I whittled the Mon down and... we got 18 balls, I think. We got this. Ready? Watch this. Caught first ball, let's go!
No way! Are you serious?
It's your boy!
No!
Did you just run?
I accidentally ran! I gotta start this
ran
over.
from Giratina?
No. Yeah, we're restarting this.
And after running away from it, Maz finally caught the Giratina too, after 10 whole minutes. We then have Giratina send us back to the normal world, and we arrive back from where we just got taken from. Kaori meets us at the entrance and tells us that the other leaders of Team Steam just kinda left. And with all of that out of the way, we make our way to the gym and take on Wesley. Just like most of the endgame people, he's a dragon type trainer, so Lapras gets another field day. We earn the Claw Badge and are allowed to use Waterfall out of battle. As a bit of a sidetrack, we walk into the mall, and I was just thinking what this game really needs. Another rival fight with Red! But he just gives us HM7, Waterfall, instead, and dips. We head over towards Victory Road and run into Solana, who tells us that Lunac is waiting in her house to battle us. So we backtrack to Snow City and fight Lunac, who has 2 Pokemon. The man made us come all the way out here, just spam Drill Peck. After that waste of time, we go into Victory Road, which looks the same as every other cave in this game so far, and we beat up a whole bunch of trainers there. Oh, and Kenta's here, I guess, but you know how that goes. We start surfing in the next part, and have to dive underwater. The problem is that when I click to rise up to the surface, and you know what I'm saying? Light is Bro? Guys! Guys, I broke the game! One excursion later, and we make it to the Pokémon League with one final red fight. We win, and it's time to set up for the Elite Four. We look it up, and the champion has a level 77. So we do the only logical thing. We jump in with Pokemon in the mid-50s. First up is Aisley, the ground specialist. Most of the Mons go down to Lapras, but Moz loses his to Explosion from Claydol. He then loses his Haunter and Kadabra to the Hippowdon, and the Zard to the Crocodile. With a noble sacrifice, Fat Joe goes down so that Lapras can come back in to win the game. But I had other plans. I also had lost my Lapras to the Claydol, but I had Lotus, so that was one down. Next up was the water specialist, Triton. And do you know what sounds like a really good counter to water? Venusaur! Moz loses his Raichu and Kadabra to the Gyarados, Tentacruel takes care of Fat Joe and the Lizard, Haunter goes down to the Wailord, and Lapras goes down to the Samurott. Oh, you want to hear about my side? Lotus took them all out. That's literally it. With Moz down, I carry on his legacy. The next trainer was Lucia, the Dark Trainer. I thought it would be funny to click Focus Punch turn 1, and Vital drops to the ground faster than a child that can't get a candy bar in a store. Lapras comes in to get the revenge kill, and I sacrifice Lithic for a clean swap. Honchkrow comes in and takes on the Scrafty, and wins its honor match with the other Honchkrow. Lotus comes in and stalls the Umbreon, and drains the Absol. Last of the E4 is Elizabeth, with Steel types, so it was time for more Lotus, until he was crit. I send in Pupitar and swap to Lapras to stall out turns and take out the Empoleon. She sends in a Bronzong with Meteor Mash, and it's taken out by Lapras. Then Lapras takes out the Skarmory and Aggron. Last up was Metagross, and it takes out my Lapras. But we can send in Lithic to heal our Monster of the Sea to then use Perish Song. We swap to stall with Honchkrow and make it to the champion. Now it's time. Kaori, the champion, starts with a Zard and uses Dragon Rage, then Wing Attack just to die to Lapras. She sends in Rampardos next, which should just be an easy surf kill. I just surf kill, right? Maybe a 2-shot, but it's a Rampardos, so just don't do it. Fuck. Or not, I guess. It then takes out Lotus and gets an Omni Boost. We send in Pupitar to heal Lotus, and it lives on 1. Lotus gets sent back out and gets dropped by an Earthquake. We then send in Honchkrow because it's out of Ancient Power and can't hit my bird. I take the turns to heal up and take out the Rock Boy with Honchkrow. Lotus comes in against Lucario and takes a while to land a Leech Seed. It goes for some cross chops and we take it out with a Giga Drain. But the Salamence comes in, hits the Flamethrower, we live, but get burnt, and manage to get off a Toxic before dying. Lapras comes in, taking care of the Mence, and Haxorus comes in. It leads with a Swords Dance and outspeeds, and Lapras only gets half of the HP down. But it's a freeze, and we take it out. Last but not least is the Garchomp that outspeeds, and we lose Lapras. We swap to Vital and heal up Lapras for the last move. The move to end the fight, Perish Song. And we become the champion of the Zeri League, while Moz is off grinding against random fish. I get walked into the Hall of Fame, and... Evan, this is the Zeri Hall of Fame. Now you'll be recognized throughout Pokemon World as a Pokemon Master. Type your name and team into the Pokemon machine. Bro, what is the visual glitch? Why? Why? Why did the end of it have to be a visual glitch? We finish with a visual glitch. What a classic. Moz definitely gets his Pokemon up by legitimate means and is ready to fight the League. He goes through, beats the League, and we take a nice, long rest. What we didn't realize is how much is still left to do in this game. But this video is getting to be way too long, so we will begin working on the next one right away. In the meantime, if you want to check out the video that YouTube thinks you'll like, you can click right here, or check out the rivalry playlist here. I've been Daze, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!